You see them everywhere, moving effortlessly through the crowds, bag perfectly packed, lanyard loaded with pins. They're not just fans, they're Disney pros. Today, I'm decoding the signs that instantly tell you someone belongs to this elite club. These are the Disney pros. And hey, maybe you think you're one of them. You've got an annual pass, you know all the words to let it go, and you have a favorite snack in every park. But in the world of Disney, there are levels to this game. The real pros broadcast their expertise through a series of subtle, almost secret signals that most people walk right past. Today, I'm decoding those signals. We're pulling back the curtains on the habits, the knowledge, and the gear that instantly tell me you're a Disney pro. Stick around and see how many of these you've already mastered. I'm Lee with All About the Duck, and the first and most obvious giveaway is the gear. And I'm not talking about the generic 2026 dated t shirt you can grab at the front of the Emporium. A pro gear tells a story. It shows dedication, history, and a deep understanding of the culture. First up, the bag. A casual guest might have a regular backpack or fanny pack. The pro, they're often sporting a very specific accessory. You'll see the unmistakable silhouette of a Loungefly backpack, but not just any Loungefly. A pro's bag is often a limited edition, maybe from an attraction specific series like the Haunted Mansion, or repping a deep cut character only true fans would recognize. It's a quiet declaration that they're not just a visitor, they're a collector. Then there's the pin lanyard. A tourist lanyard might have a few shiny new Mickey and Minnie pins. A prose lanyard is heavy. It's loaded with pins that show a history of trading, a mix of common and rare finds, maybe even a full set they've spent years completing. They know the proper etiquette for trading with cast members, and they can spot a scrapper pin faster than you can say Sorcerer Mickey. Their clothing is another signal. Instead of the obvious character t shirts, a pro often goes for something more nuanced. Yes, they've probably got a shirt from an event you didn't even know existed. It could be a spirit jersey from a past festival or an anniversary event. Or maybe it's a subtle nod, a shirt with the logo of a fictional in park corporation like Tivian Group from Guardians of the Galaxy. Mission, Breakout, or hat from the Imagination Institute. It's a wink to fellow insiders. They dress for comfort, but with purpose, wearing gear that's both practical for long park days and a badge of honor. Beyond what they wear, the next dead giveaway is what they say. Disney pros have a unique fluency that goes way beyond humming a popular movie tune. They speak the language of the parks with an effortless grace that tells you this is not their first rodeo. A true pro will quote the rides themselves as the boat floats through Pirates of the Caribbean. They're the ones softly murmuring, "Dead men tell no tales," right along with the recording. In the stretching room of the Haunted Mansion, they're reciting the ghost host monologue from memory. This isn't just showing off, it's a form of participation, a way of connecting with the attraction on a deeper level. Their musical knowledge is also on another level. Sure, anyone can sing a whole new world, but a
For
pro
everyday
might be
travelers,
humming
whether
the
you're a humanoid,
ridiculously
a robot,
catchy
or an
tune
alien
from
passenger,
the
we hope you
Tomorrowland
enjoy your trip
Transit
along
Authority
Tomorrowland
People
Transit
Mover,
Authority's Super
or know the
Slider.
lyrics from the cult classic like The Great Mouse Detective. They'll defend underrated movies with a passion, ready with a full dissertation on why Atlantis, the Lost Empire, is a cinematic masterpiece. They also use the lingo. They talk about rope dropping strategies, their ADRs. advanced dining reservations, and discuss lightning lanes with the precision of a military commander. This specialized vocabulary is a clear sign they've moved past the casual visitor stage and into the realm of the initiated. Where a casual guest sees a theme park, a pro sees multi-layered world of detail, history, and storytelling. They have what I call pro vision, the ability to see beyond the surface and spot the secrets Imagineers have hidden in plain sight. The most basic level of this spotting hidden Mickeys, but a pro's vision goes so much deeper. They're the ones who will stop in the queue for Expedition Everest to point out the tattered prayer flag and explain their significance to the ride's backstory. They'll notice the subtle change in pavement in Liberty Square that represents the sewage filled streets of the colonial era. While waiting for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, they might be the one to spot Jyn Erso's blaster tucked away among the props. They know the history of what used to be in a particular spot, and they'll get genuinely sentimental talking about the loss of Mr. Toad's wild ride in Magic Kingdom or the old Skyway gondolas. The vision also extends to the future. They follow the news, so they know about the new animatronics coming to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, or how Imagineers are developing the next big thing. For them, the park isn't just a collection of rides, it's a living museum, a constantly evolving piece of art. And they are there to appreciate every single brushstroke. Navigating a Disney park on a busy day can be chaos for the unprepared. For the Disney Pro, it's a perfectly executed plan. They move through the parks with a calm, strategic efficiency that is truly a sight to behold. This starts long before they arrive. A pro is constantly planning their next trip. They know the ins and outs of crowd calendars and can tell you the best and worst weeks of the year to visit. They have a sixth sense for crowd flow, instinctively heading to the back of the park at opening or zigging when everyone else is zagging. They don't just follow the main path, they know the shortcuts, the quiet walkways, and the best places to sit and take a break. They know the optimal time to get in line for a popular ride is often right before the fireworks when everyone else is staking out a spot. They've mastered the art of lightning lane refresh, knowing exactly when new reservation times are likely to drop back into the system. Their dining strategy is also flawless. They book their must do restaurant months in advance. They know the best mobile order spots and time their pickups perfectly to avoid the lunch rush. They know which snack carts have the shortest lines and where to find unique treats that aren't on the map. They might even have a favorite spot at a lesser known gym, like the Mr. Toad theme Toad Hall restaurant in Disneyland Paris. They eat well and efficiently, never wasting precious park time in a long food line. Their day looks smooth and effortless, but it's all thanks to a deep well of strategic knowledge. Maybe the most telling sign of a Disney Pro isn't their gear or their knowledge, but their whole vibe. It's an attitude, an energy, a way of being in the park that just sets them apart. The biggest giveaway is a genuine, unfiltered, childlike wonder. You'll see it in the twinkle in their eyes as they watch the Festival of Fantasy Parade for the 100th time. You'll notice a little skip in their step as they walk down Main Street, USA. This isn't the wide eyed confusion of a first timer, it's the deep, appreciative joy of someone who is truly home. They aren't jaded by the crowds or the prices, they're there to soak in the magic. This passion often turns them into unofficial ambassadors. You'll see them giving directions to a lost family, offering to take a picture for a couple struggling with a selfie, or sharing a fun fact about an attraction with people next to them in line. They want others to love this place as much as they do, and they have a keen eye for spotting their own kind. A subtle nod to someone wearing a vintage Epcot shirt, a shared smile after quoting a line from the Haunted Mansion. These are the small interactions that build a sense of community. They are not just in the park, they are of the park. It's a place that has shaped their passion and, in some cases, their lives. This unmistakable demeanor is the ultimate tell, a quiet confidence and radiant joy that says, I'm a pro. So, on your next visit, look a little closer. Look for their curated gear. Listen for the secret language and watch for that strategic, joyful navigation of the crowds. These are the signals of the Disney Pro. How many of these traits do you see in yourself? What's your ultimate Disney Pro move? What's the one thing you do or know that separates you from the casual fan? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love hearing the tips and tricks that make this community so special. And if you enjoyed this look into the world of Disney experts, please hit that like button and subscribe for more secrets, history, and magic from the parks. Being a Disney Pro isn't about being a know it all, it's about passion, about seeing every detail, loving every ride, and feeling like home every time you walk through the gates. What's your ultimate Disney Pro move? Drop it in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more secrets from the parks. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you real soon.